What's up guys, I'm Benners, and before I start this video, if you're new here, please consider smashing the subscribe button. It will really go a long way in helping me to make these videos for you guys. On that note, I would like to give a very special shout out to Unsi. Thanks so much and I appreciate you, man. Anyway, back to the video. So truth be told, ever since my last video, I have been trying to eat a little bit healthier. But lately I've been craving a fat, juicy steak. That's a lie. I'm always craving a juicy steak. So I thought, why not make a healthy steak recipe? Now, I used to think of steaks as something to be quite indulgent. I think just because a lot of the great steaks that we have out there are your Wagyu A4, Wagyu A5, something like what I made a couple of videos ago. You can check that out over here. But if we use a lean cut of beef and treat it with a bit of love, it will taste just as amazing and you won't feel like you've just been hit by a truck after eating it. And that's what we're gonna do today. Let's go.
Steak? Did you say steak?
So, leaner cuts of meat. We're actually talking about either the skirt, the flank, or the hanger steaks. These cuts basically range from the upper belly to the lower abdomen area of the cow. You can pretty much say that this is the abs of the cow. So because of that, they are gonna be a bit leaner, a bit tougher, but they're also gonna be much more flavorful than other cuts. This also means that one, the ideal doneness for this piece of steak is rare to medium rare. If it's cooked any more than that, it's gonna be tough and it's just not a good day for anyone. And two, this cut is ideal for marination. By packing it with flavor in that amount of time, we're gonna make it super tender and super delicious. I actually got these from this butcher called Meatery. They are one of the few halal gourmet butchers in Singapore, so that's pretty cool. Do check them out, I'll put a link in the description below. I'm gonna be using a NutriBullet just because it's a lot quicker. So quite quickly, I'm gonna put in a bit of oil, a bit of soy sauce, a bit of garlic. The taste of raw garlic is actually gonna be quite strong, so I'm just gonna use like 2 cloves. That one's spoiled, so. I'm also gonna throw in a bit of Worcestershire. The 3 hardest things to say to someone: I'm sorry, I was wrong, and Worcestershire. Give that a nice note. And then about 1 tablespoon of honey and the juice of half to 1 lime. Always roll your limes. This is meant to be a quick marinade, and the lime helps to tenderize the meat quite quickly. And then, just to help emulsify everything, a bit of Dijon Mustard. Then, pop that in. Am I missing anything? And what all steaks love, black pepper. Always taste as you go, guys. So that's Get something easy to marinate your steak in. Pour half of this in first. Let's go with the skirt steak today, just because I think this is a bit more common. Just sit that in there, give it a nice little massage, and then just pour the rest of it on. As per usual, cling wrap it, and this goes in the fridge for at least half an hour, like half an hour to 1 hour. So that is done. Next up, the salad. Now, I'm by no means a salad guy, but this particular salad that I'm about to make, I'm okay with. Like, I can eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which is why I think it's ideal for this recipe. So, grab a big bowl. In it, we're gonna chop up some cherry tomatoes. Very sweet. If they're huge, chop them in quarters. As I read up more about eating healthier meals, I realized that there's this concept of what is called volume eating. So instead of eating one McSpicy, which has I think 800 to 1000 calories, you eat a bunch of healthier foods like salad, some quinoa, nice juicy steak that has the same amount of calories, and the fiber in vegetables help to keep you fuller for longer. You end up eating less and eating better foods for you. So that's something that I learned. I hope it's helpful for someone out there. So I think that's about enough for what we're doing today. Bit of pepper, bit of salt, bit of extra virgin olive oil, Now, the secret ingredient to this Ponzu sauce. It's just like a huge umami booster and I love it. So like just a bit of that. And we're actually just gonna let it sit for a while. So all the salt is gonna draw out all the juices from the tomatoes as well. And that creates quite a nice salad dressing. And when we are about to serve, we're gonna toss a bunch of greens in there and it's gonna make for a nice salad. You can use baby spinach, rocket or whatever you like. I just got like a bunch, like a mixture here.
Okay, I'm switching to voiceover now because my audio died. For the eggs component of our steak and eggs, I'm just gonna be doing a couple sunny side ups because I kinda wanna dip the steak in the yolk, you feel me? But if you want scrambled eggs, just go ahead, man. You do you, boo-boo. Also, with respect to eggs, I know some of you guys like to splatter water in the pan and then cap it so it steams. But this is me just letting it slowly cook on a non-stick pan and then just sort of popping off when it's done. You know, just saying. Okay, once your half an hour is up, pat your steak down so it gets a nice sear. Ideally, this should go on a grill, but the last time I tried to do that in this kitchen, my neighbor thought that my house was on fire. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the pan for now. Get your pan ripping hot and in goes your thick steak. Let that go for about a minute on each side, and because your marinade has sugar in it, you will notice that some parts will start to burn, and that's completely okay. When that's done, take it out and let it rest for a couple minutes before slicing into it. As usual, I wanted a bit more char, so I went ahead to torch it, and that's really up to you. Now, while letting your steak rest, we can go ahead and dress the salad. By now there would be a pool of ponzu tomato juice dressing, as you can see here, so we can go ahead and toss our greens in and give that a nice mix. Again, if you guys haven't tried this before, please try it. This has been a great way for me to eat my greens, and that's actually a pretty big accomplishment if I may say so myself. For lean cuts like that, it is especially important to slice against the grain, otherwise it's gonna be too tough and your jaw is gonna have a workout, man. As you can see, this is a nice rare to medium rare, and resting the steak has allowed it to cook evenly and soak up its own juices. And let me tell you, this was seriously dripping juice, man. Plate your eggs, arrange your steak so it's Instagram worthy, and spoon your salad on. Don't forget to top it off with a bit of fresh cracked black pepper and flaky salt. And you are done. I mean, just take a look at that, man.
This looks amazing. Traditionally, steak and eggs is served with hash, but obviously we're trying to be healthy. So we have a salad here. But it's a really good salad, guys. Trust. I mean, if you don't like steak, you don't eat meat, and you don't like eggs for some reason, try the salad. So I'm gonna dig in. Cheers, guys. Oh my god, so juicy. The flavor is so intense, and it comes with its own very strong beefy flavor as well. The lime really helped to tenderize the protein muscles. And you can also tell it doesn't have a lot of fat at all. So it feels really clean actually. Eggs are eggs, right? This is like a normal sunny setup. But I think for this dish, its job is to really sit on the steak so we can use the yolk as sort of like a sauce. Enough said, guys. I'm a big fan of like carbs on carbs. But this eggs on steak is like protein on protein. Isn't that like a big turn on for all you bodybuilders out there? And hey, it tastes great and it doesn't make me feel like I'm sacrificing on anything. Like I am still very satisfied. Big flavors, maximum satisfaction, quite a clean meal. Everything in moderation, as per usual, and enjoy life. Try this out. Let me know how it goes in the comment section or message me on Instagram. And as always, if you like this video or you learned something, hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Peace!